Hey, what's up, guys? This is elospeaks back again with another video. And in this video topic, I wanted to talk about a specific subject matter that happened, and it was against Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Bucks versus the Celtics. Now, I'm not gonna give too much slack to Giannis Antetokounmpo because he didn't have Chris Middleton out there. I give him credit because he did take that Celtics team to Game 7, even though they got blown out in devastating fashion. I'm not gonna give him too much slack. He did have a poor performance from his standard, but still, people are saying that he needs more help from the Bucks, saying that he needs to put better pieces around him. Yes, that's true, but I don't want to hear that because the same people that are saying this were the same people who had no problems when Kevin Durant was undermanned last year against the Bucks with a hobbled James Harden and no Kyrie. And you could see that in the series turn after Kyrie Irving got hurt, where it flipped the series on his head and gave the Bucks the momentum to compete and finally beat the Nets. Because I still think the Nets, if fully healthy, would have won the championship last year, but I guess it just wasn't meant to be. So it is what it is. But I don't want to hear about Chris Middleton being hurt and the rest of the Bucks players didn't step up. Yeah, I still have Giannis Antetokounmpo as the best player in the world right now because of all that he's done so far. But still, as the best player in the world, he has to take over, and he didn't do that. And I don't want to take nothing away from the Boston Celtics. They are the best defensive team in the NBA right now. I want to give kudos to the coach. He came out with a great game plan to stop Giannis, slow him down, and force him to make his team step up, which they were able to do. But again, he had Jrue Holiday on his team, which is more than what KD had with a hobbled James Harden. So the same, similar circumstances, but we see how Giannis responded. He wasn't able to close the deal and take his team to the next round, so he's out of the playoffs. But again, this is a similar situation to last year, to where Kevin Durant was undermanned, and basically it was him or bust, and he didn't have enough help from his teammates. And if he didn't drop 50 or average 40, then they were going to lose the series. So again, I don't want to hear nothing about he didn't have enough help, Chris Middleton was injured, etc. Nothing about that, because I always said it last year. If last year Chris Middleton had got hurt or Jrue Holiday had got hurt, then they was not going to win the championship, or let alone make it to the championship, because of all the circumstances that happened. And even with the Phoenix Suns last year, they weren't supposed to make it to the championship because each round that they went, they faced an injured team. Same thing with the Lakers, the Nuggets, and the Clippers. All three teams were hurt, missing at least their superstar or star player. So I don't want to hear nothing about anything in regards to that. Unfortunately, injuries are a part of the game. We don't want these players to get hurt. We want them to be 100% healthy to see who's the best team. But injuries are going to happen. But I'm not going to give Giannis Antetokounmpo that type of out because he faced an injured team in the second round to propel him to the next round and then finally win a championship. And granted, he earned that championship because the Suns were healthy and they were relatively healthy. But after that, it's hard for me to look back at last year and say, damn, if KD just had Kyrie, just take away James Harden, if KD just had Kyrie on his team, those guys were up 2-0 against them. If KD just had some help, and that's the same thing people are doing with Giannis right now, saying that he needs some help. Unfortunately, they're going to have to do that next year in the offseason and try to get Giannis Antetokounmpo some help, get him some shooters, get him some 3-and-D guys, whatever, see what they could do, because they had a few pieces that left the team, like PJ Tucker, etc., that left, but still, they were relatively a good team. They have Bobby Portis, they have Brook Lopez, they have Jrue Holiday, etc. Yes, did Chris Middleton get hurt was a big piece that Got hurt, yes, but still, no excuses if you're the best player on the planet, which I acknowledge that Giannis is. He should be able to close the deal and get it done and win that game for his team. He wasn't able to do that, and he got knocked off because of that. So now he's going to be watching the playoffs from home, and we're going to finally have a new championship, no repeats from last year. Right now it's just the Celtics, the Heat, the Mavericks, and the Warriors. So those are my thoughts and opinions on the matter. Let me know yours in the comment section down below. This is Elo Speaks out.